The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
Quincy Notre Dame eyeing its fourth straight trip to the state tournament as the Raiders and other Class 2A golfers take to Prairie Vista Golf Course as part of the Bloomington Sectional, and there was little doubt as to who was the class of the field on this day. We begin at the short par 4 10th hole. Harper Hall with a little three-quarter wedge. You can tell by that look that he likes it, as he should. That's within kick-in range for Harper, and it would start a run of 3 birdies and 4 holes to begin the back nine for Hall, who was 4 over on the front. Behind Hall, the Raiders' number 2 seed Oliver Hendrian. I'm sure you would say this is no more than an average chip by his standards, but this is far from an average putt. Nice roll from Hendrian to save his par and avoid dropping a shot to start his back nine. Hendrian would go on to shoot a 2 over 74, which would put him in a tie for 9th overall. Plenty of eyes on this guy, Beau Eftink, last week's regional medalist and 2-time state runner-up, who birdied 5 of his first 7 holes and made the tournament 5 under. Tough downhiller for Eftink on number 10, but he makes the comebacker to stay bogey-free on his day. Up ahead at the par 3 12th, just did catch this long par putt from Grant Lepper, who had a career day. The Raiders' number 4 was in contention all day long. More from the elder Lepper in a bit. At the tough par 4 14th, Haw bidding for his 4th birdie of the back nine. Not quite, but he would clean up his par to stay at 1 over for his round, and that's how he would finish. 5 consecutive pars for a 2 under back nine and a 1 over 73 overall for Haw, good for a tie for 4th individually. Back at 12, after a tough 3-putt bogey, Eftink hits the green on the par 3. Not a terrible effort on this birdie putt, just a bit above the hole. He would tap in his par to steady the ship a bit and remain atop the leaderboard at 4 under. Let's show you how a couple Raiders concluded their rounds. Freshman Michael Lepper, not quite the 76 he shot in the regional at Macomb Country Club, but a good par putt for Michael on 18 to come in at a 9 over 81, good for 39th in the 111-player field. Not too shabby for the Raiders' lowest finisher. Just behind Lepper, Cale Fry can't quite get up and down for par on 18, but he does tap in his bogey to break 80 at a more than respectable 79, which would put him in a tie for 32nd place. While Fry was finishing up, Eftink hit his second shot on the par 5 16th to here to give him a pretty good look at eagle. Really good roll. It just burns the edge, but Eftink will never grumble about a tap-in birdie. Eftink back to 5 under. Back we go to 18. Grant Lepper has this uphill birdie putt to shoot his lowest round ever. He was rolling it so well today. That one is true. A fist pump from Lepper, and it's a 2 under 70. Just one of 3 rounds under par around Prairie Vista on this day, allowing Lepper to lay claim to solo 3rd.
My putting was pretty good today, and my driver. My driver's been off the past few weeks, and it finally clicked today, which gave me myself some good opportunities to make birdie. It feels good. It feels a big confidence boost for this coming weekend at state.
As Eftink was teeing off on 17, he got to watch the man hot on his heels for medalist honors. Normal University High's Jack Quinn playing with the number 3s. He taps in his par on 18 to shoot a 4 under 68, meaning Eftink just has to par the final 2 holes to capture the sectional crown. On the sub-300-yard par 4 17th, Eftink's drive ended up greenside. Not his finest effort on the first go from the rough, but he was short-sighted. He would make up for it, putting the next chip nice and tight, and he knocks in his par. Just damage control at this point for Eftink as he hangs on to that one-shot lead.
I wasn't expecting to get up and down for birdie, but I was a little disappointed when I left it in the rough still, and so I had to grind that one out for a par. Having a one-shot lead on second place was really nice, knowing to going into 18, because 18 is a pretty difficult hole, and if you get a squirrely tee shot, you can be making a large number.
Eftink would in fact not hit a squirrely tee shot on 18, finding the left center of the fairway and avoiding the water on the right. And with the pin tucked in the back left corner of the green, Eftink finds the center of that green with his approach, meaning just 2 putts would give him the sectional title. But why take 2 putts when he can just take 1?
I was just kind of shocked a little bit. I knew I had a good chance, but you don't really expect to make like a 25-footer with a lot of breaks. So
that putt puts the cherry on top of a 6 under 66 for Eftink, who led a Raiders charge to a program record 5 under 283, 10 shots clear of Normal U High in second and Washington in third. Eftink has kicked it into another gear in the postseason. Between the regional and sectional, he has a combined 11 under par.
He's a competitor. I mean, the calendar flips to October and he morphs into some other man. I mean, this is the 3rd year in a row that he's just done so well. He's the 2nd time he's won both regional and sectional in the same calendar year. It's fun to watch.
The Raiders seem poised to make a run at their third state championship in program history when they tee it up Friday and Saturday, assuming they make the cut at Wybrink Golf Course in Normal.
I like our chances. We're playing really well. I've got 4 or 5 guys that are doing really well, and they're gaining confidence that they can shoot that low number that's needed. But it's the state finals. There'll be a lot of good teams there, so we'll have to, we're back at 0. Have to start again on Friday.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.